16 years old, Justin Woodbury was involved in a catastrophic car crash.
I fell asleep or lost control of my car going in excess of 100 miles an hour, and I hydroplaned across the median and hit a van. I was airlifted to Lee Memorial Hospital in Fort Myers, and I was in a coma for 3.5, 4 days.
At the moment of impact, the clock started ticking on his outcome. Studies show there are 3 peaks in trauma death rates. The first group of people die immediately. The next peak comes in the first hour. The final peak is weeks later and is often related to organ failure. Doctors figure they could best affect the second peak, the golden hour.
If we can get to those patients emergently, get to them before they've progressed from severely injured, we can decrease mortality rates from over 20% to about a 6% mortality rate.
This is the patient's first stop when they hit the hospital. The equipment is here and the emergency staff descends to quickly evaluate and stabilize their injuries.
We can actually take a look inside and see if there's internal hemorrhaging and then determine whether we need to go right up to the operating room or if we have the luxury of getting a little bit more detailed picture.
With the clock still running, patients are transitioned into treatment.
I had a patient this past week that I think we were down here for maybe 7 minutes before we had him in the operating room. So we can have exceedingly fast turnaround time down here.
My parents were told that I may or may not wake up, and that if I woke up, the extent of my injury was unknown. I could require 24-hour supervision for the rest of my life.
Justin suffered a massive head trauma and was bleeding in his brain. The speed of treatment paid off.
I was 16, young, skinny kid, and I got hurt real bad, and I'm growing up and I'm able to exercise and have a good time with life and live a normal life, I think.
Targeting that second peak is often the critical difference between life and death.
Knowing that someone was dying and that they're alive today, thankfully, because of something that we did directly, is extremely gratifying.
For Lee Memorial Health System, I'm Amy Osher.